everyone. So I just got back from my trip to Los Angeles. It was my birthday trip. Well, my husband asked where we wanted to go, and of course I think the coolest thing in the world would be go fabric shopping. Boy, did I have fun. It was a great time. I had so much fun. I was in heaven. We went to probably more than a dozen fabric shops, starting with a store called Valentine and ending at Mood Fabrics in LA. I just can't believe the different stores and everything they carry. It's way overwhelming. I was going to film it, but some of them didn't want you to film, some of them did, so I just keep it simple and not do it because I didn't want to make anybody uncomfortable by filming. It's so overwhelming. You step into a store and there's just shelves full of these rolls of fabric. There's tons of them stacked. You don't even know what's down over here. All you can see is the ones up here, and it's just overwhelming. How I tend to shop for fabric is I see something and I know it needs to be made into something. So I don't have any idea what I want to buy. It'll just come to me. I'll just see it and I'll be like, oh, this needs to be made into this. And I tend to like things that aren't boring. I like to have fabric that's just kind of exciting. I feel like the simple silhouettes you can spice up with a beaded fabric or, nice lace. I tend to shop from just what hits me right then. I know it'll be something that I want because I can't get it out of my head. Like, I could do so much with this piece of fabric. Here's my haul, my 2 big bags, and I'm going to take them out and show you. It was hard finding some fabric, a lot of special occasion fabric. So if I ever need to make my daughter a prom dress that's a couple years down the road, or anything special occasion, that is the way to go, is to go down to Garment District in LA and get some special occasion fabric, because they're everywhere. The non-special occasion was a little harder to find. Your wools, there was cotton down there, but just tons of special occasion sequins, tawny silk, lace, things that sparkle. So if that is your thing, bridal satin, bridal lace, sequins, it was just really overwhelming. We didn't even go to every store because we just peek in and be like, special occasion. I don't wear special occasion ever. It would just sit. That's really sad. These fabrics that are so gorgeous need to be seen. So it was hard to find everyday fabric that's not a special occasion. If you just love fabric, that is the place to go. And you can barter with them. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to show you everything I got. So the first one, I don't remember the store, but I found this wool fabric. And I love this fabric. It's not your traditional wool. There's a little bit of a print to it. I really like this. I think it'd make a cute jacket. I'm all about wool jackets. And this one was the last store we went to down there. And you kind of have to dig. And we dug and we found this. And I like it. I think it's gorgeous fabric. So that's my first one. And then let's go over here. This one isn't fun. I found muslin down there, so I do all my test projects with muslin. Usually the test project, you find the same weight as what you're doing. So if you're gonna do a silk, you need to get a lighter weight. But the coat, there's this heavy duty muslin. So I got that to practice on jackets because I bought jacket material. And then I found this. This was $2 a yard at some corner stand. This is gorgeous. I don't know what you call it. It's just lines, I guess. You could put a different color lining in. So what I wanted to do is if you made an outer dress like this, if you could trade out the lining. So let's say you want this to be more pink, you'd put a white under it, or a flesh color. Or you're feeling kind of edgy and you put like a black or a gold underneath. It'd be like an overcoat for a dress. So I'm going to try to do that. I think it's really interesting to be able to change out the lining of dresses. I don't ever see that in anything. I think it'd be kind of fun. So I'm going to make this cute little A-line dress. So we'll see if it's possible. I don't even know if it's possible, but it's just an idea that I had. It'd be kind of something different. So let's try it. And then this is the Valentine fabric that I went to, that very first one. I didn't really know what I wanted, but I knew I wanted something there because it's just gorgeous fabric. And so I saw this and I just could not stop looking at this fabric. It is so gorgeous. It has a scalloped edge. So in my mind, I'm thinking like this pretty, not a strapless, but put straps on it, but just this like overlay that has this really pretty finished edge to it. And then you could put this at the bottom too. And I just think it'd be gorgeous. And then he also threw in the lining. So I didn't have to buy the lining. I was so impressed with the store. This was one of my favorites. It had so many pretty things. It was overwhelming. There's just rolls of fabric and you can't, I mean, you'd have to stay there for hours to see them all. And I bought this because I thought it was unique. I really liked the scallop edge. So this was my most expensive buy, probably by far. But it's so pretty. I just wanted to stay in that store longer and just to look. But maybe down the road, I found a couple of swatches he gave me. One of them is this pretty tweed. It's beaded tweed. It's lace, but it's not. Or it is. I don't know. It's lace tweed. I've never seen anything like this. I don't even know what that is. I think this is gorgeous. I would make a jacket, a skirt, kind of like a Chanel looking kind of jacket, but this is my next purchase because, oh my gosh, I really, really love this fabric. I think I have 2 more left. This was kind of on a whim. It was really, really cheap. And I had something in my mind that I would make like a reverse corset or 2-sided of something, not necessarily a corset, but it's 2-sided fabric. So you have dark, it kind of almost shines like maroon, and then on the side is maroon. And I think this is a silk, pony silk, I think, raw silk. It's giving off that vibe, or maybe a brocade, I'm not sure. But this was kind of a whim. I got 2 yards of it because I thought it was really pretty. It has structure, and I kind of like the way it has a sheen to it. So the weaving, one side's black, one side is red. So that's why you get this like shimmering kind of feel. But I just think it's really pretty. So this was all I got in Fashion District, and my poor husband was carrying all these bags, and they come in these black bags. My thing I really, 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 really wanted to go to is Mood Fabric. I think Mood Fabric is, I just think it's a wonderful place. We hopped on a bus. We had all these bags with us, and I'm like, well, we might as well. It's, you know, close by. It's not in Fashion District. It's not even downtown. You can almost miss it. Walk in, and there is so much fabric. More fabric than I have ever seen in my life. Rows upon rows of fabric. And they're all on rolls, like the roll bolts. So I'm usually used to seeing them on Joann's, which is like this is a bolt to me. It's rectangle, I guess. There was so much. I was going to get something like a cotton or something drapable, but instead I got something completely different. I have this coat that I absolutely love, and it no longer fits me, and it's really sad because it's a beautiful coat. It's gray with blue window pane. I just love this coat, and I remember it was my big splurge. It was a $100 coat back when. I wore it a lot, and then I had kids, and then it just stopped fitting, and then I'm like, okay, now my daughter wears it, which is okay because it's a beautiful jacket, should be worn. It's such a pretty, pretty jacket. And we went into Mood, and guess what? We found it. We found almost the exact same fabric. So here it is. This is such beautiful fabric. Ugh, it's gorgeous. And so I'm gonna make a replica of the jacket. It's gonna be one of my videos. I'm so excited. I couldn't believe I found it. Well, I didn't find it. My husband found it. But this is what I've been looking for. I love plaid. Plaid is my favorite. Plaid, tweed, houndstooth, classic fabric looks. I love all of those. This was the end of my budget. I just sat and looked at the store. I didn't want to leave. That's it. That's what I wanted to go do, and I did it. And I love it. I loved every single minute of it. I've got a good start right now to my projects. I'm not sure what I'm going to make first, but I have options now. This was a great trip. I'm excited to share it with you, and I'm excited to start my projects. It'll be so much fun. So stay tuned for the videos and what I make first.